Good afternoon and welcome to another magical story from Dr. Anna. This story is from my book, Practical Spirituality, Finding Spirit in Everyday Life. And the story is called The Bridge, A Tale of Hope. And it goes like this. I heard a story about this bridge that is very, very long. On this side, many people, in the thousands or even more, are standing. And they are thinking about crossing, but apparently not many people make it. It seems that the problem is that the bridge is so long that only the ones with the strongest vision can see a little light that is said shines at the other end. But the bridge is quite narrow, so people tend to start walking carrying great loads of baggage because they are not sure what it is that they are going to need for the journey. And then they realize that as they go in, the suitcases don't quite fit. And people find that after walking for a while in the bridge, they just have to either drop the baggage, pick up the essentials, or give them to the people who are sitting or lying by the sides of the bridge, or they just don't care. Because the fact is that it is more painful to carry all this weight than just leave it behind. The people I mentioned sitting or lying down on the sides of the bridge seem to be so tired that they have lost the will to continue. And so they seem to be stuck and don't seem to be able to move forward or backwards. And this is very daunting for those who haven't started the journey but who think would like to go. The river under this bridge is huge and the water is very dark. I would not fancy swimming there, I tell you that. There are lots of strange animals and creatures and they sound rather threatening. So people are really scared to fall. But I heard the secret is not to look down, just look toward the dim light at the other end. Another problem is that the weather is rather rough in this bridge, so the wind seems stronger and the rain feels colder. There are special clothes that you can have that are light and warm and can help you with this kind of travel, but apparently you can only get them once you are quite a way down the bridge, and of course not many people have got there, and you can only get one per person. So for those who wanted to make money out of it, I don't think it's good news. And every so many kilometers, there is a little water post on each side of the bridge. They say that the person or being inside each post seems to, I quote, very angelic, seems to have an angelical face. And that the water not just quenches the thirst, but seems to give you special strength to continue walking. Apparently, when you drink it, it is something like, for what I've heard, what seemed dark now seems clear, what seemed heavy now seems light. I would really like to get a bottle of this water. It seems quite handy to have. Anyway, about 2/3 down this bridge, there seems to be a very big dark cloud, and you truly have to force your eyes to see the light on the other side. It seems to be quite a strange weather phenomenon, and it doesn't happen in any other place in the world. What was explained to me is that the contrast of the light of the other side and the darkness on this side is such a clash that the energy swirls and raise a lot of dust mixed with water. Then the very strong winds create a motion that makes the bridge very unstable. So it seems that the floor moves and that every time you give a step, you don't really know where your foot will end up. So if you really want to go across this heavy weather front, you need to have at least 2 items. Apparently, if you haven't acquired them by the time you get there, you won't be able to cross it. A small drop bottle of faith. You need to put 1 or 2 drops of this potion on your tongue, and it creates some kind of protection around you. And a small self-love blanket. I think you need to cover yourself with it because the material that is made out of can guard off all these weather-heavy patterns and makes you feel very safe. But the most curious thing about this bridge comes after this weather front. I was lucky to hear this because apparently very few people come anywhere near to cross it. So in fact, I should say that everyone who crosses this treacherous point admits that all of a sudden, everything seems to get easier. The bridge slopes downwards, the pace gets faster, you don't feel tired anymore. The light at the end seems to shine much brighter. There are lots of water posts and friendly guards that help you with anything you need. There are no people lying on the side because they're all cheered until they finish crossing this part of the bridge and things like those. Also very strange is that when you do make it to the end, someone must have told the people there that you were coming because there are 2 big automatic doors. They must be very technologically advanced. with big neon signs that say, "Welcome, Anna, to your bigger life." Well, I use my name as an example. I don't think that's exactly what the sign says, but something along these lines. Maybe this part at the end of the bridge is called your bigger life. Thank you for listening. See you next time.